Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Michael's Corner. Tonight, I will be interviewing Matthias. Um, I tried to go live on Instagram, but you know what? Instagram sucks. So I had to switch gears, go live on Facebook, and let's see if Facebook works or not. It's been a hot minute since I done a live Facebook. So let's see if I can invite Matthias on here. So bear with me, you guys. All right. Invite and add. Oh, yep. Okay, now I see it. Yeah, bring them on camera. Yep. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Accept. Add. There we go.
There
Now,
we go.
much better.
There we go. Can you see me better?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Can I just make a shoot right quick?
Go right ahead.
Instagram, your live stream sucks.
Well, I'll tell you this, Michael. You know, I've been having a lot of issues this past week with some cell phone issues. And I got the brand new iPhone 15 Pro Max, so nothing currently is used to working with the champ. So I've been having a few issues, but we'll get used to it.
Yeah. I just like to say, Instagram, your live stream sucks. And ever since that little stupid update you guys did, ugh, you just made me so mad that I had to go on Facebook Live on my personal page. Good grief.
I know, right? It's insane. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at the man from every woman's greatest dream and every man's worst nightmare, North Dakota's #1 heel, current reigning, defending, undisputed NSC World Tag Team Champion, and now two-time APW World Heavyweight Champion, Matthias.
Yeah, that
Oh.
I like to. That's the sound of that. Now, um, now let's tell everyone. Now that I'm on Facebook, let's tell everyone what what have you been up to, and what you had an injury that you dealing with that made you drop the title to Devlin Kane. So let's tell the people.
Well, let's just go back to earlier May of this year when I was giving a guy a body slam and my knee decided to severely dislocate, where my kneecap went all the way across the globe to the other side of my body, where my leg gave out and I have been out of action for the past 5 months.
Wow.
So the weight came out from under me, and so did my knee, and it's been a struggle. Not gonna lie, ever since.
Um, can you tell my YouTube audience and as well as my Facebook audience did how many months did you did was you was in rehab for your knee injury?
Well, I started off with the knee injury back in May, and I immediately went into the doctor for it. It took me a little bit, but after I finally did, they announced that I would have to have a lot of physical therapy, which was immediate action, or else we'd be in a lot of trouble. There's still a particular possible surgery I may have to get done because I have both permanent unstable kneecaps. There was a lot of subluxating going on in the knee for the past 3 years. So I've been dealing with knee issues for the past 3 years. Uh,
Wow, man,
uh,
that
but but this one severe, very severe injury lasted me. I've been in rehab for the past 5 months, and I'm still gonna go to rehab. Still doing the exercises as I'm required to do by my doctor. Because if this doesn't get done, if this doesn't go back to 100% normality as soon as possible, then they're just going to drill through my femur and insert a cadaver and keep my kneecap that way straight. And I don't know how that's going to affect my career in the future, but I guess we'll see if the surgery has to happen.
and Pete King just commented on man pretty Greg Hurts made you defend your title.
Yeah, it's upsetting because I mean, as salt of the earth champion that I am, um, I went to the show and I had a very polite conversation with Mr. Greg Hertz. I informed him that I was not able to stand straight. I was not able to walk. I was not able to jog or run to this day, still not able to. And I told him, I would love to go out there and defend my beautiful title against Devlin Kane in front of everybody in Wisconsin. But, I just don't know if I could. I said, I'd love to give the losers the opportunity to see me at my highest capacity, but I wasn't. And he still said, you know what? It's either you go out there or you just give up the title. And I don't play that. I went out there and I gave Devlin I didn't even give him. Greg Hertz gave Devlin Kane a very unfair advantage against me.
No, no, no. Can I interrupt you, Matthias? I think Chippewa Falls. It was their fault. It was those fans' fault that put you in an unfair situation. So,
Well, Michael, we could sit here and point fingers all we want, and we could sit here and go, you did this and they caused that. It's all one big cluster that caused me to lose my baby. But everything is right with the world, Michael. Everything is right. It's practically orgasmic that Matthias has his baby back over his shoulder after I beat Devlin Kane last Saturday in Neillsville, Wisconsin, after invoking my rematch clause and taking back what was rightfully mine in the first place.
right. That's that's what I want to hear. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, nobody's taking that title from you again.
No, not even close. And I dare anyone to try. Anybody that wants to come up to me, I am rehabbing still. I can't run. I can barely jog, but I can still fight. and if
Oh
you want to try to
my
take both,
God. I,
if anybody,
I just gotta I just gotta trade a thought.
what is
Is
it?
that Bullock Bronson. Oh my! Every time I look over my shoulder, all I can think of is that idiot Bullock Bronson. Oh,
Well, we're
jeez.
not. Well, as a matter of fact, Mr. Michael, I will inform you of this that after Bullet Bronson had literally two chances to take this title from me and failed absolutely miserably, he will no longer get another opportunity at me and my beautiful title. But,
That's
but, I do have an opportunity to get a little revenge for you and I. I don't know if you saw my post, but this Saturday in Larimore, I'm in a triple threat match, and Bullet Bronson is included, and it's
ooh.
chairs match.
Oh, I don't think Bullock Bronson will survive against that.
You
Uh,
know, you know, after winning back my title, everything has just felt right with the world. You know, I knew I was gonna get it back. I knew it. There was no chance in hell I wasn't gonna get it back. But everyone, my doctor, my physical therapist tried to say, you should really slow down on the wrestling. And I told them, I'm gonna succeed. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm gonna get my title back. And you know what?
mhm.
I did. And then Below Zero Wrestling decided to say, "Hey, Matthias, how would you like to return to the ring?" And I said, "I'm in." And they said, "You know what? We're going to put you in a chairs match." So those fools bring me back, and they include Steel. It's going to be fun. But I will exclusively say this on Michael's Corner. October 28th in Chippewa Falls, I lay out
Mhm.
an open challenge. And I'll talk about this later, but I don't have an opponent yet. So
Whew.
you know what? If anybody wants to take this title from me, take your best shot. But we'll discuss about that later.
Yeah, yeah. Just DM me and we'll talk about it. But right now, we gotta talk about how, because now I wasn't there last weekend. Let's just say I think those fans in Wisconsin, I don't think they deserve to see me because they've been ridiculing me. They've been, oh, get this, Matthias. When I was in Stanley, Wisconsin, those fans up there did not like me so much. Hmm.
Hmm. Well, you
Well,
know, hmm?
sometimes, you know, it happens. But those, ugh, after that, I just needed some much needed time off. I told Pete, let me take some time off because those fans in Stanley, Wisconsin was foul mouth. They were bad mouthing me about my little antics. So, I decided, let's take I'm going to take a little break. And, and when I do make my return to APW, and when it dies down a little bit, it all depends on what you do. Make sure you include me because if I see that Bullock Bronson, if I see him, all bets are on. I can't stand it. Every time I look at behind my shoulder, all I think about is Bullock Bronson.
Well, Michael, sometimes it just feels absolutely good to be hated on because people are easily jealous of what we can accomplish. And jealousy is just, it's sickening. You know,
Mhm.
these people will try to look down on us because
Yeah.
they feel bad about themselves. And
Mhm.
I'm going to say this right now. You are one of the most enthusiastic fans I've ever seen. You've came to every show you possibly could. You spent your hard-earned money to come watch us do our craft.
Mhm.
Yet people want to judge on you for being a fan?
Oh
That's ridiculous.
my God. Especially the one in Stanley, Wisconsin. And this woman, I was filming the matches between Shay Diesel and Nick Frost. I
Mm-hmm.
was just recording my blur, when I'm at the shows, I like to film the wrestling action. What
Oh yeah.
this particular match I really like. I was in my moment, I was filming, and Shay Diesel, he's one of he's my other good friend, you know. It's like he wasn't there at the show, so I had to pick somebody. I had to pick somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So Shay Diesel was the guy. He threw Nick Prime, and I know I discussed this before, and I know this was not planned, and I got my hand slapped for doing what I did, but it kind of felt good stepping on Nick Fry's ear. Now I know this was not planned, but you know what? I think it was. I think it was hilarious when Oliver Williams got attacking with his cane. I stepped on his ear, and that lady who was that elderly, wherever, who was sitting next to me, she was she just hated my guts. She's like, get out of his hair. Come on. And she's like, why don't you get your big self up there? And I was like, oh my goodness. This lady fan, she did not like me. But you know what? I think she was jealous of me because of all my fame and my success. Because Shay Diesel and I, and and I'm not forgetting about you, Shay Diesel and I, we work very well together, even though it wasn't planned, but we work well together.
You
I,
know,
sp- I spend my hard earned money. I the one that traveled all the way from Minneapolis, Minnesota to that filthy stank of a town in Stanley, Wisconsin. Ugh, Matthias, I'm just so glad you wasn't there because those fans in Stanley are foul mouthed and they will say anything.
well,
Especially
it's just ridiculous, Michael. People want to judge on us for being bad guys or being rude or they call us horrible people, but yet it's the fans and their attitude that brings that out. I don't go out to the ring a hating individual.
hmm
I go out there with an attitude. I go out there prepared, and I go out there with an intensity. And everybody wants to say all their horrible things, and then that's what agitates me. But everybody wants to say I'm the bad guy. Everybody wants to point the finger. Matthias, you're a bad guy. You say horrible things. If you would keep your mouth closed in the first place, I would have to retaliate.
That's
It's
right.
just it's the fans that bring out the anger in the so-called bad guy.
Hmm.
I go out there. I don't care if you like me. I don't care if you hate me. I'm out there for success, as you can see over my shoulder.
Yeah.
And
Can I?
no matter what,
Hmm.
fans hate me. And you know what also bothered me? Devil and Kane last Saturday in Neillsville, Wisconsin. I took about 20 chops, maybe a few more. And what
Uh-oh.
he decided to do was hit me in the head, and then he grabbed both my arms, and he let these snot-nosed little brats run up to me and hit me.
What?
He let, he let kids put their hands on me.
What?
And you know, as the salt of the earth guy I am, I did not retaliate. I did not punt these kids into next week. I did not confront their parents saying they need to parent their kids better. I just continued on with the match. Because you know, Mike, because you know, winning this title back
Hmm.
from the person they were cheering, I think was a punch in the gut hard enough for them. And if they wanted to confront me after, they sure could. But
Hmm.
all they know is their little Viking got beat,
Hmm.
and the rightful champ is on top again.
Yeah. Can I say this too? Oh, before I get to that, I gotta say hi to my good friend Darla, Darla Staggs. She's one of my good friends. I seen her at Steel Domain Wrestling, so I gotta say hi to her. She just commented. So, but now let's get on to what these pathetic kids did to you. Something. What the hell were their parents?
Their parents were actually dragging them over there to hit me, and then they
Oh,
were laughing about it.
oh my God. You better be lucky I wasn't there.
You know,
Otherwise, that would have been a different story.
you know, it's sad. It really is sad because my parents, when I was younger, told me to keep my hands to myself. They told me to respect my elders, and they told me to not talk to strangers. But yet, these Wisconsin parents, whoever they were too busy sitting there holding a beer, staring at two topless guys, happy as can be, to the point where they decided to grab their little snot-nosed booger heads and bring them over to me so they can hit me. I saw a bunch of cameras in my face while these brats hit me, and then the adults who are supposed to raise these
Ugh,
kids laughed. They just laughed at their kids abusing somebody with their arms tied behind their back. And yet people blame the kids because they're bullies. No, it's the parents. It's the parents
mhm,
who let their kids assault people that are to blame.
uh-huh. Can I tell you one thing, Matthias? You
What?
know, there's this one female wrestler who absolutely does not like kids whatsoever. And
Really?
she goes by the name of, I don't know if you heard this, I don't know if this name sounds familiar. Anne Rookstone. Oh my God. Every time she wrestles, she likes chasing the kids around and she does not like kids.
Well, let me tell you another story about some kids that'll really annoy you. So, I go to this promotion, right? I grace this promotion called Flashback Pro Wrestling. I grace them with my presence.
Mhm.
And I'm introduced in a fatal four way match. So the second I walk out there, everybody's booing me. Everybody's saying I suck. Everybody's just agitated. Which puts a big smile on my face. And then these little brats, right in the front row, got up and with their disease-ridden hands, shoved me. They put their hands on me, right? They put their hands on me. They stood up to me like I was. I don't even know. I don't even know. But they stood up to me. So you know what I did? I
What?
shoved them right back down in their chair. I shoved them right back down on their butts, and their parents looked at me and they laughed. They laughed at when their kids tried to stand up to me, and they laughed when their kids fell right back down. But it even gets better. It even gets better.
What?
So after I embarrass my opponents and get a victory quite fast, I may add, I decided to grace the intermission with my presence. And I decided to hold out these pictures for anybody to get a signature, like the salt of the earth that I am. I give everybody an opportunity to take a picture with me and get a picture signed.
Yeah.
Well, these little brats decide, and I had a pair of scissors, mind you. I had a pair of scissors sitting next to me. One kid grabbed the scissors and tried to stab me with the scissors.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I did?
What?
I took the scissors and I almost got a piece of her ponytail.
Oh,
Almost.
wow.
Almost. She ran away screaming, but it got her away from me. And you know what else? Kids surrounded me. They hogged my space. Like
Mm-hmm.
they crowded me like an infestation of cockroaches. Just surrounded me, just staring at me, putting their hands on me, yelling at me while I'm trying to talk to my fans.
Mm-hmm.
And then I finally just exploded on these kids. I said, "You look like an uglier Ron Weasley. You have a gap between your teeth. You look like Dora the Explorer. And all of you need to sit the hell down."
Yeah. And you know what? What my good friend Darla was saying before she had to go because she had to run. She was saying, I think everyone should keep their hands to themselves. Keep your hands off the wrestlers. And those parents, ugh, irritate.
You know, Michael, it's just an anomaly. Like the wrestlers are there to hit each other. No fan should ever put their hands on a wrestler because you know what? If you've seen through infamous Facebook videos, YouTube videos,
Yeah.
make the wrong wrestler mad, you could end up in the hospital. You could end up in
Yeah.
the hospital. Take the man who tried to put his hands on Stone Cold Steve Austin. Triple H launched that man into the air, almost breaking his neck, and put the stomps to him. A man tried to attack Randy Savage. Guess what happened to him?
What?
Got beat up,
Wow.
got bruises, welts, black eyes, bloody nose. Anybody that tries to touch a professional wrestler could easily go to the hospital. But you know what? As the salt of the earth again that I am, I let them do what they want to do, but I get back at them 10 times harder because they don't want me to win. So I'll win the match, as I always do. And then I'll just lay the salt in the wound just a little bit more
Yeah.
during intermission or after my match or whatever I need to do to really get under their skin.
Mm-hmm. Or I could do that. I could, you know something, Matthias? I'm just going to play out there. Yours truly, your friend. I can get under the skin of any wrestler. And if you don't believe me, ask Aaron Corbin, ask Garrison Creed, ask Bullet Bronson, and Can E Defiance. God, Another person we need to talk about. Ugh.
Well, we don't need to waste our time with talking about the people who we dislike. We could spend here, we could be happy, we could have smiles on our faces right now.
Mhm.
Everything's right with the world. I'm champion again, and you're going to be coming back to APW. So, you know what? We don't need to waste our time with the people that raise our blood pressure. We could sit here and talk about the things that put a big old grin on our faces.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm happy too. I'm happy too because Kenny Defiance is no longer the APW United States champion. So I'm happy.
Nope. Apex is the new APW United States champion. We're looking at him for a possible Kings Investments LLC because we're trying to get bigger and better. And the people that are joining just get better and better and better because we already got yours truly as the initiator. Then we've got the tag team of the summit, and we have Shay Diesel, and we
Yeah.
have Lane Luck.
Woohoo!
We've got almost every champ. We had every champion in the group. And then unfortunately, the Summit lost their title, Shay lost his title, and I lost my title. But I got mine back. So now all we got to do is get the Summit back at Sky High so they can win their titles. And you know what? If Apex decides not to join Kings Investment LLC, then I know that there are a couple willing participants to go after Apex. And that man, of course, again, is Shay Diesel. And the other person is my personal friend and tag team partner, Lucas Alexander.
Mm-hmm. And you know something, Matthias? Um, I don't know if Peking's gonna make this official or not, but maybe I should just tell people one of these days I'm gonna be part of his investment.
Really?
I may not be a wrestler, Matthias, but you know what? I bring something to the table, different to the table. I was like, if Bullet Bronson or anybody, if they dare to get under my skin, bad stuff happens to good people. And I don't need to be a wrestler to do it because I'm going to have you, Shay Diesel, the Summit, all those guys will get the job done. And I don't, and I can sit right in front row watching all the action as long as I keep my hands to myself and it's like and I'm filming the match.
You just got to keep sending
Literally.
us victims, young man.
Hmm.
Just keep sending us prey.
Yeah, yeah. I'm done with Kenny Defiance for now. And Bullet Cross for now. Those
Well,
guys are done. I'm done with
well,
them.
like I said, Kenny is no longer champion.
Hmm.
Hey, may become champion whenever he can get back to APW. Bullet Brunson will be taken care of with a steel chair come this
Oh
Saturday.
yeah, yeah. I wish they somebody would film that match so I can see Bullock Bronson. And someone told me, Michael, you sure love the misery of others. That's right. I love the misery of others.
It just makes a man feel good. It just makes a person feel good when you know someone is more miserable than you are, and it just puts a smile on your face because nothing feels better than getting somebody to hate you and to try to make you explode, but yet you're making them explode.
Pete, why did you have to replace Shay Diesel with Apex? What? What did I miss?
We're gonna have to have a little chat there because this is unbeknownst to me.
Ooh. Now,
Does this mean Shay is out of King Investments LLC?
now wait a minute now. Yeah, because now I'm a bit confused.
Alrighty, well, I guess we just got a spoiler. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait for Pete here. Guess we'll just have
Yeah,
to wait.
yeah. So, getting to my point, Matthias, you see, you see, I know I made one mistake last month, and I owe my mistakes and whatnot. I made one mistake, and I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen again because I was in my moment, and it's like I was in my moment, and I didn't mean, and even though it felt good, but I didn't mean to step on Nick Price here, but Peking told me not to do it again. Unless it is planned. You know, unless it's planned by the wrestler or whatnot. And I you know, yeah, yeah, I made one mistake, and we're all human. We all make mistakes, but that's just that's just part of the territory. You know, you make mistakes. You gotta learn from your mistakes, so you won't keep making the same mistakes again. So there you have it.
Now let's see what Pete responded with here.
Yeah.
So he,
What
he made
he
he made
respond?
he answered to something, and I just can't see it. What did he say there,
He
Michael?
said nothing against with Shane, but I was someone like Apex in the LLC investment.
Okay. So he wants someone like Apex. So apparently he sees something in Apex that he didn't see in Shay Diesel. That's interesting.
Interesting.
But what I don't understand right now, and I will say this, Shay Diesel, to my knowledge, is still the Rudos Promotion Intercontinental Champion.
Yes. Yes.
So if we keep him in the investments, we've got a world champion, the United States champion, an intercontinental champion, a tag team champion, and a women's champion.
Ooh.
So everybody holds gold in the investments.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we'll keep it that way. I think we should keep it that way.
Yes. Let's keep it that way. And also, too, me being part of the Peak King's investment, that will be, don't, yes, that'll be something. Because even though I'm not a wrestler, but, but I could get under the skin, like I mentioned earlier. I could get under the skin of any wrestler. And, and, I bring something different to the table, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
And you know something? Those fans in Stanley, Wisconsin may hate me now, but you just wait till I make my return to APW. How do you skip a wall fall?
Oh, it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good, It's gonna be exciting. You we'll talk more about that. You know, in the months to come. But I think for now, it's all about you regaining the title. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy that my friend, you won the title.
Oh, just looks good, doesn't it? Doesn't she look
Look
pretty back
so
where she
damn good.
belongs? Oh, she
Oh,
looks right at home. She
yeah.
looks
Oh,
right
and
at
Pete King,
home.
and Pete King just pointed out, Rudolph is not involved with the Ring Investment LLC.
Alrighty. So Shay, right now, till he regains the United States title, that's fine. But he is he's still in there. Just not 100%.
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I guess
We
they
can,
had a meeting without my knowledge. That's fine. But
yeah.
all we need to do is the Summit get back to tag titles from Sky High, and we're golden, quite literally.
Yeah, another thing I don't like is the Sky High winning those titles. I saw what happened last month, but it is what it is, and but you know, like I said. Now, with that being said, do you have any more upcoming wrestling events that you want to tell people?
Well, Michael, like I said, this last Saturday, I regained this beautiful championship from Devlin Kane in Neilsville, Wisconsin, and now this Saturday I go in a triple threat chairs match for Below Zero Wrestling. And then the next weekend, I will be placed in a battle royale where I will beat 5 other competitors to take an opportunity at the Flashback Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. And then the next weekend, I will be in Minneapolis, Minnesota for a promotion that Pete is not fully invested with, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh,
And then,
Minneapolis, that's my neck of the
and
woods.
don't you worry, young Michael, I'll be there to see you. And then the 21st, I have 1 week off because then the 28th, I have to defend, well, I'll allow somebody to go after me and my APW World Heavyweight Championship. And then the next time NSE has a show, I take on Widowmaker for the NSE World Heavyweight Championship. So, Matthias, it's going to be beautiful. I'm going to have the APW World Heavyweight Championship,
Hmm.
the NSC World Heavyweight Championship,
Hmm.
the NSC World Tag Team Championship, and the
Hmm.
Flashback Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. I'm going to be drained, completely covered in gold,
Damn.
and it's going to be
So,
beautiful.
am I bringing you back on Michael's corner if you capture all that damn gold?
Oh, you bet. Every time I gain a championship, I want to be right back here on Michael's corner. And maybe Instagram will actually work properly next time.
Oh my God! Oh my God! It'll be 3 freaking years before Instagram ever gets their act together. I tell you, I created an Instagram all for nothing because of I want to do all my content, all my live interv- live virtual interviews, and all of a sudden I'm hearing every time you speak, you hear F. Oh my God, Instagram, you're so freaking cheap. It's not
Well,
even funny.
well, at least Facebook worked out for us tonight to where we can actually have a conversation. So,
Yeah, finally. That's a fine. Maybe I'll go. Maybe the next time I'll be on Michael's Corner, it's gonna be on Facebook Live because I want to actually talk with the wrestler. You never know. I could be interviewing somebody bigger.
you never know.
Probably
You never know.
Trish Stratus. Man, I could be interviewing Trish Stratus.
That
And I want
would be a very popular episode.
oh, but you think? You think? And I want and Instagram ain't doing it for me. God. And Jared and Jesse, they gave it up on Instagram because they went right back to Facebook Live because Instagram doing their little updates every 3-4 days, screwing everything up. So now I gotta join. Now I have to do Facebook Live, and it feels so damn good. Now we can actually talk.
Absolutely.
All right. Matthias, I don't want to waste any more of your time. I bet you got things to do before you head to bed. Probably train and whatnot. But can you tell these fans? Oh, forget about the fans of Wisconsin. They bad mouth. They're filthy. They're disgusting. And especially Stanley West. Oh, if I go back there next time, I need to have backup. Can you back me up, Matthias? If the
You
next
know,
time.
wherever hate goes, Matthias is ahead of the train. You got it.
All right. Thank God, because those people in Stanley, they're foul mouthed. They don't like me. I think they're jealous because I'm getting more popular, and they just all they're doing is passing through.
Exactly.
Okay,
You got it.
okay, Matthias. Where can fans follow you on social media?
Well, I tend to just stick to two different types of social media. So you'll go on Facebook under Matthias, or as they should say, the best wrestler ever made. But
Mm-hmm.
under Matthias right now, you'll see me with my beautiful APW World Heavyweight Championship as the photo.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could go on ND number one heel or ND one heel Matthias on Instagram, where you'll see a beautiful picture of me throwing three men around the ring. And those are the only two I take on. I'm always willing to, anybody want to talk bookings? Anybody want to get a hold of me for any reason, whether you need a body to hide, a title to win, a fight to have, you know what? Get a hold of me. I'm in.
All right. All right. Thank you for joining me. I know you're so excited. I don't know how many appearances you've been on here. I think this is your fourth or fifth.
I think it's at least the fourth.
Woo! To make a long story short, um, the most appearances on Michael's Corner right now is the System and the Revolutionary Bill Williams. They want to try to see who can break the record for the most appearances. And if you be on there, Michael's Corner again, you'll be tied up against them.
Oh, it's going to be easy. Easy. We could easily do an interview after I beat whoever challenges me for my title on the 28th.
Yeah. And
And then once I win
I'll
the.
bring you back. I don't care what I'm sure the System and Bill Williams can wait.
And then once I win the Flashback Pro Heavyweight Championship,
I'll have you
show
back.
right there. And then when I win the NSC World Heavyweight Championship, that's another one.
Mm-hmm.
And just because we can, let's keep doing more.
Yeah,
I'm always down to be on Michael's team.
yeah. Let's continue to do this, Matthias, because you know something. You bring something to Michael's corner because you know you bring something to Michael's corner, and I love doing these episodes. So let's keep doing this, and just let me know in advance, and so then I can tell people. I might have
You
to
got it.
tell people just go on. I'm gonna be on live on Facebook.
With Matthias.
All right, my guys, you have a good evening, and um, see you on the next show.
Sounds good, big guy.
All right,
I'm gonna go hold my baby for a little bit longer.
all right.
Have a good night, buddy.
Yeah, you too. So now that was an interesting episode. Now that I'm on Facebook Live, and now I got to interview. Now we finally got to talk without any difficulties, and whatnot. So, all right, that does it for this episode of Michael's Corner. You guys take care and have a good evening.